Hey guys, I'm Caroline Ogg. If you don't know me, I just made another video on vectors that you should totally check out if you're having problems with solving vectors in physics. I know a lot of people, especially in Physics 121, haven't really taken a physics class before and sometimes need a little help with just how to approach a problem. So this is Caroline's How to Do a Physics Problem in 8 Easy Steps. They're not always easy, but they're helpful to me at least, and actually I will tell you this is what I do on every single physics test I've ever taken. There is no rule on how many times you can read the problem or how many pictures you can draw. Number 1, read the problem. Read the whole problem, even if it's like a paragraph long, just read it and try to kind of absorb some information. Second step is don't panic. You might be concerned, oh my gosh, there's so much information, I don't know what they're asking for, what is this problem even about? Just take a deep breath. Step number 2 is probably the most important step. If you ever find yourself panicking, refer to step 2. Just don't panic. It'll be okay. 3, read the problem again. When you read this time though, you're gonna do it in a really different way. The first time I said, just read the whole problem, just read through it, see what's happening. For when you get down to step 3, after you're done panicking and you're calm again, you've taken a minute, read it sentence by sentence or clause by clause or something like that, and maybe summarize it in your head or write down important pieces of information. You could even start formulating your picture. But try to make sure that you can understand what every little piece of the problem is telling you. Even maybe if you don't understand it when you read it all together. So then for part 4, draw a picture. I don't care if it's like the world's worst picture, if it helps you, it's good. Just make sure that you can draw a picture and really understand what's happening. Step 5, read again. So first time we read the whole problem, second time we read it one little bit at a time. Third time you read for what the problem's asking you. You probably forgot what the problem was asking you. I would have forgotten. So just read it again. See what you're supposed to find. So now that you know all the pieces of information that the problem gives you, you have sort of a picture of what the situation is. And now that you know what you're trying to find, look for governing equations, which is sort of finding equations, but a lot of it is also finding relationships like energy is conserved, momentum is conserved, sum of forces up equals sum of forces down. A lot of stuff like that. Okay, 7 is solve. 7 is probably the longest step. You need to do some math. Solve it. You've got your relationships, you know what's happening, give it a shot. You might realize, hey, my picture was wrong. You might realize that you didn't really know what the question was asking, or you might realize that you had a couple of wrong equations. Step 7 usually involves going back to steps 1 through 6, and especially never forget step 2. We're still not going to panic. So then step 8, once you've arrived at a solution, check your units. If you do a whole problem right and you leave off your units and it's free response, so many professors take off a lot of points for that. If you get the number wrong but you get your units right, you can get usually some partial credit back. If you're the type of person where units, you love them, they really help you out, they help you think about it, use units while you're solving it. You can use that as sort of just like a little check on yourself. So yes, please check your units, include your units. And along with check units, I'm going to say check direction. Sort of implied in draw a picture is define positive, and you should be all set. So this is how to solve a physics problem or take a physics test in 8 simple steps.